Hi there, my name's Allison. I work for Pikes Peak Library District, and I'm here to talk about the importance of reading with your baby or toddler. There are a lot of things that you can do with your little one to help him or her build a strong foundation of pre-reading skills. Reading to and with your baby or toddler is one of them. Now, I don't have a baby handy, so I am going to refer to Simon, my cat, a couple times, just because, I don't have a baby to show you, so I got a cat. I actually have two cats. You can see the other one right up there. And if you listen, you can hear my dog pattering around. Now, reading with your baby or cat, even if they're not talking yet, is building a strong vocabulary. Usually books contains words that you don't normally use in regular conversation. So if you're reading a lot of different titles of books, you are doing a lot to help expose your child to more words. And exposing your child to more words, having your child hear more words, hearing those words more often is only going to help your child learn more words down the road and just know more words, recognize more words when they're reading too. When you're selecting books, you can look for some great books with photos and descriptions of all sorts of peoples and communities. The books that you and your baby are enjoying are building your child's general knowledge of the world. So take a trip to another country together. Discover what life might be like for other families. This is a great one. It's something I pulled from the children's nonfiction collection. It's called Families. It's by Shelley Rotner and Sheila Kelly. But it just has nice big photos of different families, how different families might look. And it's a great conversation starter type of book too. And don't feel like you have to just read picture books or just read board books with your child. Check out a nice big coffee table book from the adult nonfiction collection with big photographs, or look for children's nonfiction books about vehicles or animals or countries. It'll go a long way to raising a more empathetic child if you're exposing your child to a bigger worldview. Now, my cat has a very small worldview. It's something that I need to work on. I'm going to show him more books with people from other places besides this house. Another thing to remember with babies and toddlers is that you have the chance now to give them autonomy with books. Let them explore books on their own. Allowing your baby to mouth and chew and wrestle with board books, if you can stand the panic attack of doing that. I know it goes against the grain to allow a child to eat a book, but if you have your own personal collection at home, because it's probably not a great idea with library books, but if you have your own personal collection of books at home, let your baby do that. Keep books with your baby. Keep books with your baby in general, but also keep books for your baby with their toys. Let them have books when they go to bed. It's going to mean that your child's going to associate books with fun, with joy, with relaxation. And then similarly, allowing your toddler to pick out their own bedtime books or library checkouts builds their sense of freedom and autonomy of choice. Letting them read books that they want to read, that they got to pick out, it promotes a positive relationship with reading. It's not a task, it's not a struggle, it's not a chore, it's fun, it's joyful, and they're reading what they want to be reading. Now, Simon does not really like reading himself, but he does like listening to me read to him, or just talk, honestly. That's his favorite. Now, finally, one more thing I want to talk about is letter knowledge. So pointing out the letters that you see on a page, pointing out the words, or underlining the name as you say it out loud. This is going to help your child understand that those symbols, those pictures of letters on the page are actually what you are turning into speech. So that's a whole concept that your child's going to have to understand before they learn to read. So help them out by pointing out those letters, pointing out those words, and then also pointing out shapes. Because letters are really made up of shapes, in order for your child to eventually memorize the alphabet and learn how to write letters, if they have a knowledge of different shapes, it's going to help them enormously. So you can check out shape books like this one, Cityscape. It's going to show you different shapes like out in the world, in the city. So when you're out driving your car, driving around, see if you can find shapes in what you're looking at, or challenge your toddler to find shapes. Or you can check out like an alphabet book, like this one's ABC for you and me. It'll have nice big letters, so you can trace the letters with your finger. This is the letter B. And you can also find the shapes. So, oh, I see a triangle. This one's round, like a circle. Or counting books. So you can do something similar with counting. This is a great counting book, 1 leaf, 2 leaves, count with me. Anything with big symbols, you can trace them with your finger. You can point out the different shapes that you see. And of course, the librarian can help you find those kinds of books as well. So in addition to looking for shapes when you're out in your car driving around, look for shapes in nature. If you're out walking around, see if you can find shapes. Even if you're in your home, see if you can find a shape. I have a globe over here. It's a big circle. It's round like a circle. My television, it's like a rectangle. So do that with your child. See how many shapes you can find in a day, or if you're kind of just relaxing for a moment, see if you can find some shapes where you are. Another thing that you can do is point out logos on food packaging. Point out symbols, point out shapes on food packaging. You can do that with logos of companies when you're driving around. The McDonald's symbol, a lot of kids can recognize that, and it's the letter M. So there you go. Now Simon has pointy ears. Simon, your ears are like triangles, like the letter A. And your tail, it's round, like the letter C. C is for cat. How about that? So anyway, thank you for tuning into this video. We have lots more videos on all the different pre-reading skills that you can build with your child, including singing, talking, playing, writing, and reading. We also have created an awesome KinderSpark activity book, free for you to utilize. It's a digital activity book online. It's created for parents and caregivers of 0 to 5-year-olds, and it's full of tips and ideas and activities that you can do with your little one to get them ready for reading and kindergarten. Thanks for tuning in. See you next time.